Hey, you! Before you watch this, pause the video and subscribe to SemiPro right now.
What's up YouTube? Ryan back again for another video. Now, I want everyone to take a quick look at the NFC North. It's wide open. The Packers lost a lot of members on the offense and defense, and it looks like they're headed to inter-organizational turmoil. The Vikings lost more than any other team in football over the offseason, losing 8 key players on defense and Stephon Diggs on offense. And the Lions, quite frankly, suck. They're fun to watch, but they aren't good. Which leaves the division wide open for the Bears to swoop in and take it. No one is talking about Chicago as contenders, and most people have written them off after a disappointing 2019 campaign. But they might be the only team in the division to actually improve. It might not be by much, but they were still 8-8 last season, and any improvement, especially in this division, could lead to a playoff team. The defense is still the same. It's going to be dominant. Khalil Mack is one of the best pass rushers in all of football. Akeem Hicks is back from injury and will come back to being an integral part of the defense. Eddie Goldman is manning the middle. Brent Urban re-signed during the offseason after being added in the middle of last season. Roy Robertson Harris is back to fill his role. Danny Trevathan is still manning the middle at linebacker alongside Roquan Smith. And Kyle Fuller and Eddie Jackson are still highlights of the secondary, trying to bounce back from relatively down years from their standards. And those are just the guys that were retained by Chicago. They also added Barkevious Mingo, John Jenkins, Robert Quinn, Artie Burns, and Deshaun Gibson during the offseason. Now, I understand that some of these players aren't stars, but all of them contribute to the defense and contribute to wins, and all of them are certainly no slouches on the defensive side, and add them to any team and they probably get some playing time. There isn't any obvious hole in any position group on the Chicago D. The Bears had the 4th best defense last year, and I would argue that they got better headed into 2020. But everyone knows the defense is going to be good. The biggest question mark is the offense, and it starts with the quarterback. Mitch Trubisky did not have a great 2019 season, and he was holding the offense back. But Chicago tried to mitigate this, as they added Nick Foles during the offseason. I don't know which one is better. I think the argument might go towards Nick Foles because he won a Super Bowl, but he's never been a consistent full-time starter that wins games. If I'm Chicago right now, I have my options wide open for who is running my offense next season. But whatever quarterback they do use, they did add some weapons for him. Jimmy Graham was added over from Green Bay, Cole Kmet was added during the draft, and Ted Ginn is going to be a burner on the outside, albeit past his prime, but still effective. These guys go along with Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, Riley Ridley, and Tariq Cohen as effective pass catchers for Chicago. None of these guys are elite, but they are a well-assembled group, and Allen Robinson is starting to step up as a number 1 receiver, at least if you look at what he did last season. But ultimately, what Chicago will have to rely on is David Montgomery and the running game. Last season, Montgomery had a very productive rookie season, and Chicago is looking for him to compound on that success. However, the key piece to Chicago's success is Matt Naggy. After 2018, he was touted as the league's next great head coach, but after a disappointing 2019, he was written off, just like the rest of Chicago, to the point of there being rumors that he should be fired, and there's still speculation around that topic. The most pressure is on him to succeed, and the window is open for Chicago. It will be a grind, and the Bears will have to rely on the defense, but they did it once before in 2018, and they can do it again.